I'm Dave Weinstein alongside the major leaguer Grayson Griner. Oklahoma jumped on South Carolina early last night. Gamecocks showed heart. They came back, but in the end, Grayson, wasn't enough.
Yeah, we got to see the debut of Oklahoma as a full-time member of the SEC. Had a really good first inning, 4 runs, 3 solo home runs as insurance. South Carolina just wasn't able to do enough. Swung the bats well, got 12 hits, just couldn't pull off the win.
Let's take a look at some highlights from last night's game. It was a big night for the freshman KJ Scobie. 3 of South Carolina's 12 hits. Grayson, he really sparked that rally in the 6th.
He did. He did not look like a true freshman last night, facing one of the best pitchers in all of college baseball. Gets 3 really hard hit line drives and earned a promotion into the cleanup spot here today.
I mentioned that Oklahoma jumped on South Carolina early. They put up 4 in the first, but they piled onto their lead with 3 solo shots. The first collegiate home run for Desan Harris, that was in the 4th. Dayton Saki, his shot in the 6th, going the other way into the bullpen, and then some insurance from Dawson Willis in the 8th. And Grayson, those 3 runs were the difference.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Ended up, at the time, you didn't think they were huge home runs, just kind of widen the margin, but that big run, that big inning in the 6th for South Carolina ended up being really important.
And getting the start today for South Carolina, it's sophomore left-hander Jake McCoy.
McCoy's been really, really good. Had the one blip against Morehead State, just 1 inning, but other than that, has been really good. Fastball, slider, changeup. Friday night stuff we're going to get to see here on a Saturday afternoon.
And we're just about ready for first pitch. McCoy deals up high to Jason Walk. Walk will be followed by Troy Gamble, Easton Carmichael, Jackson Willits, Sam Christensen, Kyle Branch, Drew Dickerson, Scott Mudler, and Dawson Willis. Walk sends one towards the gap. It's cut off by Mayshore. Did a nice job to hold Walk to a single.
Well, this is like deja vu, Dave. I mean, yesterday it was, I think, within the first 2 pitches, and again here today, Jason Walk with a nice line drive to right center to start it off for Oklahoma. Really good job by Mayshore keeping that to a single.
As soon as had 4 straight hits in the top of the first in last night's game. Here's Troy Gamble. Gamble had a multi-hit game yesterday, was 2 for 4. Walk with 7 steals in the season, leads off first. 1-1 the count on Gamble. Junior from Alpine, Utah, JUCO transfer out of Salt Lake Community College. Outstanding on base percentage, .543 for Gamble. Walk's now reached base safely in 16 of 17 games so far this season. 93 by Gamble, 1-2 the count.
The velocity looks good here early from McCoy. Slider looks good. Going to try and put away Gamble, who's a really tough guy to strike out. Only 5 so far this year.
Keeping Walk close. We talked about it a bunch yesterday, but Walk says when he gets on base, wants to get in the pitcher's head, create chaos. Takes his lead off first. McCoy strikes out Gamble. 1 down.
Love that decision to stick with the heater. As I said, it's coming out really good and blows it right by Gamble, who just tough guy to strike out. McCoy's able to do it here in the first.
Now he has to deal with the All-American Easton Carmichael. He had a multi-hit game last night as well. 2 for 5, he drove in 2. RBI singles in the first and the 6th. Now 19 driven in on the season. Team leader in that category. Leads Oklahoma in homers, runs batted in, extra base hits. 1-1 the count on Carmichael. Third-team All-American last season for the Sooners. McCoy gets ahead 1-2. McCoy leads his team in strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jake McCoy.
95 right there, Dave. Climbs the ladder, gets the All-American. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jake McCoy.
Now 40 on the season. Opponents are hitting just 167 against Jake McCoy coming into today. Jackson Willits was 1 for 4 in last night's game. Had a walk as well. Ground rule double for an RBI in the top of the first. There's a strike.
I'll tell you what, Dave, these are the hitting conditions you dream of. Warm day and the wind is blowing out strong to left field. Probably going to be like that throughout the day.
Good sign if you're a right-handed hitter.
Yeah.
Willits, the son of associate head coach Reggie Willits. Sophomore out of Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. Down the count 0-2. Up high. Reach back for that one, Grayson. 96 from McCoy.
He was trying to one-up his previous strikeout in 95, and arms feeling good for number 23.
Walk leads off first. And the 1-2. Diving stop made by Petrie. The flip to McCoy is not in time. That'll be an infield single for Jackson Willits. First and second, 2 down for the Sooners.
Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it. This ball wouldn't even have made it to the, didn't even make it to the infield dirt, but just Petrie's not able to glove it in the air, and the speed, easy single right there.
Well, it brings up Sam Christensen. And a throw down to third. Got him! LeCroy throws out walk. That'll close out the top of the first.
Little delayed steal right there. He's kind of caught in between. Perfect throw to third baseman there, and applies the tag and go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And Jace Woyda back in there at DH against the righty.
And with Mayshore in right field, that puts Ethan Petrie back at first base. One constant all season has been the leadoff spot and Nathan Hall. Fouls back the first pitch.
Boy, was I wrong. First pitch, 97. Wasn't sure talking with Coach Johnson about their top end velos, but it looks like he's going to sit in a very similar range as his brother did last night.
And quickly behind 0-2. Hall had a multi-hit game last night, 2 for 5. Drove in a run. Did he go? No. This is Jeff Wright over at first. It was his team-leading 9th multi-hit game of the season. Two and two the count on Hall. Opponents hitting .250 against Malachi Witherspoon. Had some trouble last weekend against Sam Houston. 3 2/3. Gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks to go along with 4 strikeouts. 88 pitches and a no decision. His first 3 starts were all good. The wins were opening weekend against Lehigh, 5 innings of 1-run ball. And 2 weeks ago against Cal State Northridge, also went 5 innings, just 1 run, but it wasn't earned. Through a season high 99 pitches. He's 2-0. Here's the 2-2. Got him. Witherspoon strikes out Hall, 1 down.
Goes with the big kind of 12-6 curveball right there. Does a good job keeping it below the zone. Hall fouled off the one before, not able to get a piece of that one right there.
Dalton Mayshore steps in, the senior from Eagle, Idaho. Transfer out of St. Mary's. Takes a strike. He'd been dealing with a hip injury, returned on Wednesday against Georgia State after missing 5 games. He didn't start in that one. He pinch hit, then played some right field. He's behind 0-2. Dalton Mayshore had a single in his first at-bat as a Gamecock. That was against Sacred Heart on opening weekend. His first run batted in for South Carolina the next day. Called strike 3. Witherspoon gets Mayshore looking.
Mayshore unable to pull the trigger. A couple fastballs, and again, that's 2 strikeouts now with that big breaking ball. Something this Gamecock team's going to have to contend with all day.
2 down, nobody on. It brings up Ethan Petrie. Petrie got his 8th multi-hit game of the season last night. Was 2 for 3. Also walked twice. On base 4 times. On the count on the All-American Petrie. Hitting .373, 5 homers, 20 runs batted in. Grayson Malachi Witherspoon has gotten ahead of all 3 Gamecocks so far in this bottom of the first.
This is not exactly a guy you want to be down 0-2, 1-2. When you got to contend with 98 with Ride, as well as that hammer at 82, it's gonna be tough.
That just misses inside. Count evens at 2-2.
We had a cool view of that one right there, Dave. You could see the whole Oklahoma defense run into the dugout.
Witherspoon strikes out the side in the bottom of the first, getting Hall, Mayshore, and Petrie, Grayson.
Yeah, all 3 on that breaking ball. Got Petrie and Hall swinging, got Dalton Mayshore looking. That's going to be a tough pitch all day. They're going to have to make an adjustment. 0-0 as we head to the top of the second.
Getting ready for the top of the second, scoreless here at Founders Park. Paul Maneri in his first season as the head coach for South Carolina, 6 College World Series appearances, and a College World Series champion at LSU in 2009. Grayson is someone you've mentioned reminds you a lot of your former coach, Ray Tanner.
A lot. They're close friends, got to compete against each other a lot. Good play by Carry on right there.
He ranges over at second and throws out Christensen. One down.
Seems like very similar demeanor to Coach Tanner. Pushes his players hard in practice so they can perform in the game. It's it takes a while to make your imprint on a program, but I feel very confident and optimistic that it'll be a very quick transition for Coach Maneri.
Branch showed bunt, pulled it back. 1 for 5 in last night's game. Double and RBI ground out. That's your point. Coach Maneri said to us before the season, I only know one way to coach kids. That's to do it with passion, the love of the game, the love of young people, and teaching them how to grow up as ball players, how to grow as people. And he will challenge them in practice. Sometimes he's tough on them. He wants to teach them the right way to do things. And they're going to hear it every day from him that if you play the game the right way, approach it the right way, that success will happen.
Yeah, what I love about him is he values relationships so well. I mean, I saw him yesterday in BP. A bunch of scouts came up to him. He gave him big hugs. Probably hadn't seen those guys in 5, 6, 7 years since he was coaching at LSU, and just really values relationships with people. You can tell he really cares about his players and just human beings in general.
A one-out walk for Kyle Branch. So he's aboard. First walk issued by McCoy. Coach Maneri said, listen, I'll admit it's old-fashioned, but I want guys running them out, backing up bases, hustling. I want them playing smart, communicating with each other. We're going to line up and give it our best every day. He said, I assure you of that.
In my opinion, that's really the only way to play the game. Play hard, be fundamentally sound, make the other team beat you for 27 outs.
Here's Drew Dickerson, freshman from Lee's Summit, Missouri. Eighth game, third start of the season for Dickerson. Did not play in yesterday's game. Good numbers, though. He's 5 for 11 at the plate, so that's .455. The runner goes from first. Throw down from LeCroy. Not in time. A stolen base for Kyle Branch. He's now 4 for 4 on the season.
Great throw from LeCroy. There was literally nothing he could do. We talked about it yesterday with the lefty on the mound. You just got to take a gamble and go first move. Goes first move and gets a great jump. No matter where that throw was, he was safe.
And it's a 4-pitch walk to Dickerson. So back-to-back walks issued by McCoy. First and second, one down. Last Saturday against Moorhead, 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, couple of walks, and 9 strikeouts. It was a no decision for McCoy. Season high 84 pitches. Is really affected by a long break. A 7-run bottom of the third for the Gamecocks. He had cruised through the first 3 innings. And then ran into some trouble after that break.
Yeah, and I like that call right there after a couple of walks, 4-pitch walks with the fastball. Go with the first pitch slider, try and get that release point back and get your fingers back on top of the ball. Just a little sporadic with the heater right now.
Mudler sends that out to right, and it drops in front of Mayshore. Coming home is Branch.
Thought off the bat, Dave. I thought this was going to stay up and have a chance for Mayshore to get it, but it just has some top spin on it. Good read by Branch. Kind of hesitates right there. Still able to score easily standing up.
It's an RBI single for Mudler, making his first start of the series. Here's the number 9 hitter, Dawson Willis. Pitch inside. Willis is a junior out of Ruston, Louisiana. Was 1 for 3 yesterday. The one was a solo home run. His second of the season.
And it was a bomb.
Takes a big cut. Count evens at 1-1. McCoy gets ahead 1-2 on Willis. Struck out 2 Sooners in the top of the first. Can he get Willis here? First and second, one down. And the 1-2. Got it. He strikes out Willis.
That was nice right there. Follows up the 93-mile-per-hour fastball at the bottom with that sharp slider. Kind of strike to ball below the knees. Good execution right there from McCoy.
Here's Jason Walk. Led off the game with a single. That average now up to 367. 1 home run and 11 driven in. Oh, 0-2 the count on Walk. Jake McCoy, the sophomore from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Going to start on a Saturday against Oklahoma. SEC opening weekend. Pitches foul back.
Slider, tried to get him with the 95-mile-per-hour heat right there, and Walk does a good job getting just enough of it to continue the at-bat. See if he goes back to the slider here.
He strikes out Walk. 4 strikeouts for Jake McCoy. And Oklahoma will leave 2, but going to make the best conference in the country even stronger. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Gamecocks, starting with the freshman KJ Scobie. Takes a strike.
Not you.
Scobie with 3 hits. Last night was 3 for 5. A run scored. Drills that deep to left. KJ Scobie, goodbye. 3rd home run of the season for the freshman.
This kid is something else, man. 97. That first breaking ball kind of buckled him a little bit, and Witherspoon challenged him with a fastball, and he was ready for it. Good night. He knew it right away. Look where this ball lands.
Coach Maneri put him in the cleanup spot for today's game. Grayson, he may stay there a while.
Yeah, he keeps swinging like this, and that's really what was lacking yesterday. They had 12 hits. They hit the ball hard all night. Only 1 extra base hit.
High pop-up off the bat of Jones. It was handled by Willits. 1 down.
Scobie just has superstar written all over him, the way he already defends, and the way he swung the bat these last 2 weeks and these last 24 hours off 2 elite pitchers. Very impressive.
Ball 1 to Jace Woida. Woida getting the start today. Junior from Lincoln, Nebraska. His 9th start of the season. He pinch hit in last night's game. That was in the 6th.
Yeah.
1-2 the count on Woida. Also pinch hit on Wednesday. Came through with a pinch hit single against Georgia State. Fourth strikeout for Witherspoon. And 2 down here in the 2nd. And brings up Talmadge LeCroy. Multi-hit game for LeCroy yesterday. Was 2 for 3. Drove in a run, scored another. And a walk as well. Hitting the count 2-0. He had missed a few games, returned last Sunday against Morehead State. Got the start on Wednesday in the midweek. Pulled him about halfway through. Got him enough action, Grayson, to be ready for this SEC opening series.
Yeah, and he had a bit of a scare in that first inning last night at that play at the plate after Evan Stone laid out in left field, but he was able to shake it off and get through the game and had a productive game.
3-1 the count on LeCroy.
In the box for 5.
Sends that out to right center. But walk is there. And he retires LeCroy for the final out of the inning. The Gamecocks are on the board, courtesy of KJ Scobie. He hits his first of the season.
Scobie gets into that raw power and ties this game up 1-1 as we head to the top of the 3rd.
Trey Gamble had that multi-hit game yesterday. Team high on base percentage. Coming into today, .543. Takes a strike. Up the middle and through. Leadoff single here in the 3rd. It's the 4th hit of the game for Oklahoma. And a base runner for Easton Carmichael.
Come on, two. Come on, E.
Carmichael's a legacy guy for Oklahoma. His dad, Darby, was a catcher for the Sooners. His brother, Braden, pitched for the Sooners from 2021 to 2023. He was a good left-hander. First team all Big 12, signed as an undrafted free agent with the Rockies in 2023. That's past Petrie. And into right field, back-to-back singles for Oklahoma here in the 3rd.
I think we must have a injury on the runner. That second should have been an easy 1st to 3rd. He goes about a couple steps past the bag and then gets back to the base. I mean, let's see what happened. Yeah, hamstring or something. He knows something's wrong. He's walking off immediately.
That's an important player for Oklahoma. Number 2 hitter in their lineup. Of several impact JUCO transfers. Desan Harris will pinch run for Gamble. And you would assume take over and left.
That's a big loss here early in the game.
LeCroy throws out Carmichael. Too far off first, Grayson.
Yeah, it looked like he had time to beat it, but Petrie's able to block first base right there. And LeCroy with a couple big plays behind the plate early in the game here. Yeah, he's way off. He just started his dive a little too short. I think that's what Coach Johnson's coming out to argue.
Dove into Petrie's leg.
I didn't realize in real time how far off he was. He was way off the bag.
Oklahoma's challenging the call at first base. The call in the field is...
Well, I don't know if that's what he's challenging. He must be challenging if that is against the rules. What do you think, Dave? I mean,
we're going to take a look here.
It's not a question whether he's out. Is there a rule that Petrie can't be right there, I guess?
Just blocking first base.
Not giving him a path.
I don't think I've seen one of these reviewed yet.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
After review, the runner at first base is out. This is their first challenge.
Yeah, the way they worded it, what they were going to challenge, that wasn't in question. Bit of a interesting call right there. It's a big out, though. First and second, nobody out. Looks like they were trying to bunt, get both runners into scoring position.
LeCroy's thrown out 2 base runners already. We're only in the top of the third. The runner on second is Desan Harris. 2-0 the count on Jackson Willits. 2-1. Willits singled his first time up. 268 hitter as a freshman last season. Currently at 273. Double-digit homers last year, 10 homers, 39 runs batted in. It was a very strong second half of the season. All 10 of his homers and 32 of the 39 driven in were after April 5th. Continue that pace here in his sophomore season. It's off of Willits, so it's a foul ball.
Good location on each of these last 2 fastballs, getting in on the hands of Willits. Got the leg guard there, but still doesn't feel good.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here in the top of the third in a 1-1 game. Speedy Harris takes his lead off second. The runner goes.
Oh, we did it again.
Well, it's beating himself up in the batter's box.
First one on the fastball. Ooh, that one might have got him right on the kneecap.
He's out of Fort Cobb Broxton High School. His brother Eli should be a top 10 pick in the MLB draft this upcoming draft. He's out of high school, shortstop as well.
Clearly an extremely talented baseball family.
God, their father was a major leaguer.
Yeah.
Check on Harris over at second. Reggie Willits played 6 seasons with the Angels, 414 career games in Major League Baseball. And Willits battling against McCoy.
And himself.
Yeah. Once again, the 2-2. Fly ball left field. Jones looks up, and it's gone. A 2-run homer for Jackson Willits. He connects on his 5th of the season. Oklahoma takes a 3-1 lead.
Willits takes a slider from McCoy and knows it right away. If you get one in the air today, left, center, and over, it's going to go. He knew it right away.
Very strong winds. Been pretty steady, about 15 miles per hour. Gusts, maybe 25 miles per hour. They're blowing out to left. Sam Christensen's 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. McCoy up to 50 pitches. Christensen gets a piece. Count evens at 2-2. Junior college transfer, Stone Mountain Community College, Phoenix, Arizona. And McCoy strikes out Christensen. 5th strikeout for Jake McCoy.
Goes back to his heater. He's getting a lot of his swings and misses are on that fastball top of the zone.
Come, man. Come on, sit. Come on, baby.
This is Kyle Branch. He takes a strike. Branch walked, scored a run in the 2nd. Fouls that back, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Go, Kyle.
And 2 freshmen in the lineup today for Oklahoma. Branch and Dickerson getting back-to-back 6 and 7. Stays alive. Kyle Branch, of course, the brother of Georgia's shortstop, Colby Branch. They're very talented brothers. Pitch up high, 1-2.
Come on, baby. Come on, KB.
The count is run full. That one didn't miss by a lot. A little up and away.
Just up and away, yep. Seen a lot of long at bats through a game and a half here, or game and a third, I guess. A lot of long at bats last night. Seen some here today as well. Both teams battling up at the plate.
Foul off pitches against guys who throw pretty hard. McCoy deals. Ground ball through the left side. Two-out base hit for Kyle Branch. He's on base for the second time today.
Yeah, it looks like that late game double for Branch got him going. Had the double late in the game yesterday. He's got a walk and a single so far here today as well.
That'll prompt a mound visit for South Carolina. Here comes Coach Rooney. Terry Rooney in his first season as a pitching coach for the Gamecocks. He was on the staff at LSU last season as the Associate Director of Program Development and Recruiting. 2 seasons prior to that, he was at Purdue. But he's been with Coach Maneri at a couple of different stops. At Notre Dame and then at LSU. Done a terrific job this season with South Carolina.
Their pitching numbers through non-conference play were in the upper half of the SEC.
Coach Maneri said he's a better pitching coach now just because of all the experience he has.
Yeah, that's the only way to get better at pretty much anything is get that in-game experience, and those two guys have done it for a long time. A lot of it together as well.
Come on, Nicky. Come on, 2-1.
Branch stole a base in the second. He's a pretty big lead over at first. Dancing off first. You can see there, Grace, he was trying to distract McCoy.
Distract or time up that leg lift. That's called a vault shuffle. You vault, and if he picks up, you go. If he doesn't pick up, you just vault right back. It's a pretty advanced base running technique.
Check on Branch. Oklahoma runs often. 46 stolen bases this season for the Sooners and 54 tries. More than twice as many as their opponents. McCoy being a left-hander, be a little tougher today.
Yeah, we've seen it early though, that gamble. Right when he picks up on first move.
Dickerson fouls it back and the count's 1-2.
This is the situation we saw it in quite a bit last night. 2 strikes, 2 outs is when they would pick their spot to try and get into scoring position. If you get thrown out, got the same hitter back up to lead off the next inning and see if they employ that same strategy here.
Line drive center field, and coming in to make the play is Nathan Hall. He takes a hit away from Dickerson. That'll do it for the Sooners in the top of the 3rd, but they get a couple of runs on a 2-run shot from Jackson Willis. He hits his 5th of the season, and Oklahoma leads South Carolina 3-1. Later on.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't up there striking out looking or keeping the bat on their shoulder. And they had that big inning later in the game to make it a much more competitive game. But tell you what, these 2 Witherspoon twins, been very impressed with them and their stuff.
Carry-on attacks the first pitch. High fly ball center field, and it drops in. Leadoff single in the 3rd for Carry-on.
Another hit for Jordan Carry-on. See Walk break back right there. Hard to blame him with the way the wind's blowing right now. I think off the bat he thought that ball was hit a lot harder than it was, and Carry-on's easily able to drop it in there.
Here's Henry Kazmar. Swing and a miss from the junior out of Bath, Ohio. Multi-hit game for Kazmar last night, was 2 for 4. Drove in a pair. Carry-on's 3 for 4 and stolen base chances so far this season. He takes his lead off first. Kazmar, a transfer from Ohio State, where he started 110 games. Second team All Big Ten last season as a sophomore. Let's check on Carry-on. Gamecocks are 27 of 33 stolen base opportunities coming into today. Off speed, misses. 2-1 the count.
That leg lift, I think Malachi Witherspoon might be a guy you can run on. I had him about a 1.55 right there to the plate. That was a shorter leg lift right there.
Chop to the right side. Branch goes to second to get the force on Carry-on. Kazmar will reach on a fielder's choice. It's 1-on-1 down for Nathan Hall. Hall struck out his first time up. He's hitting .414. A couple of homers and 17 driven in. That's past to Donovan Willis. Kazmar will stop at 3rd. It's a double for Nathan Hall. And the Gamecocks are in business here in the bottom of the 3rd.
That's just a really smart hitter right there in Nathan Hall. First at bat, Witherspoon got him with a couple of those big breaking balls. So what does he do? He sits on it first pitch. Able to drive it inside the 3rd baseline. Continues to produce for the Gamecocks.
2nd and 3rd, 1 down. Dalton Mayshore at the plate. Mayshore started all 56 games for St. Mary's last year. Hit .338, 13 homers, 41 driven in.
Yeah.
2-0 the count on Mayshore. He gets hit. And the bases are loaded for South Carolina with Ethan Petrie due up.
You think you're going to hear Founders Park wake up right here. This is something we didn't really get to see last night. Ethan Petrie getting to hit with runners on the bags, runners in scoring position.
And none of his at-bats last night.
Yeah.
Talk things over with the right-hander Witherspoon. Running into some trouble here in the bottom of the third. Last season he pitched out of the pen. He was primarily the closer. 21 appearances and 5 saves. A couple of those saves were in the postseason. Had one in the regional against Duke. He went 2-2 overall with a 5.64 ERA. He's into the rotation this season. Same journey as his brother Kyson, freshman season at Northwest Florida State College. Then to Oklahoma. Was on the 2024 USA Baseball Collegiate National Team over the summer. He has to deal with the All-American at the plate. Bases loaded, 1 down. Fouls off the first pitch. 5 homers, 20 driven in so far this season for Petrie. Second on South Carolina's career list in homers, 49. And it goes the other way. It's a base hit for Petrie. Drives in Kazmar, an RBI single. The Gamecocks are within 1.
And that is exactly why you want him hitting with runners on. 97 off the plate. That might have been on the white line of the left-hander's batter's box. Stays close and just professional hitter. Keeps the line moving.
21st run batted in of the season for Ethan Petrie. Still bases loaded, 1 down. Here's KJ Scobie. That drops in for a strike. Scobie maybe didn't agree.
Scobie might be the most confident hitter in the ballpark right now after his 3 line drives last night and a bomb here today.
Grounded to short. Willits goes to second for 1 on to first. A 6-4-3 double play. That'll do it for the Gamecocks. In the bottom of the third, they do get a run on the RBI single from Ethan Petrie.
These
Double play, closes out the inning.
Had him last night. See another one here today.
Season, when Mudler plays, this is his 10th start.
It's great having the flexibility of Carmichael being able to shift over to first, get Mudler in the game, make it to where Carmichael's not catching every single game and still keeping his bat in the 3-hole.
Yeah, all of Mudler's starts have been behind the plate. Well, I shouldn't say that. 7 of them coming in tonight. He had a couple at DH. But it's Carmichael who can play the other position. Pops up. Short left field. This will be Jones. Second half out of the game for Dawson Willis, who struck out his first time up.
Come Dallas, on 5. Good.
Here's the 2024 Division II Defensive Player of the Year.
On 5er. No.
Provided some offense for the Sooners last night. The second home run of the season, had a walk as well. It's pop foul. Petrie gives it a look.
Wind might bring that back. Yep.
It does. And Petrie takes care of Willis.
Any other day, that's well up into the stands, but talked about it before. We got a strong gust out to left. The ball finds its way back to Ethan Petrie's mitt.
Coy looking for a 1-2-3 top of the fourth. Has to deal with Jason Walk. Walk takes a strike. Walk is 1 for 2. Singled in the first, struck out in the second. Switch hitter for Oklahoma. Chopped up the middle. Kazmar throws out Walk, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jake McCoy. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. The Sooners lead 3-2. Getting ready for the bottom of the fourth. Mr. Sam better hold on up there, Grayson, with these wins.
Yeah, he's getting a forearm or a shoulder workout, holding that thing steady. See those trees shaking out there. It's windy.
Taking a look at the SEC preseason poll, Oklahoma comes in at number 11, but they're ranked number 12 in the country right now. South Carolina preseason number 14. There are 14 ranked SEC teams across all the different polls right now.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Those are gonna flip and flop throughout the season, as now all these SEC teams are gonna be playing each other week in and week out. But it's the best league in college baseball without a doubt.
Blown outside to Kennedy Jones, who popped up his first time up. That's driven out to left center and deep off the bat of Jones. Goodbye. Second home run of the season for the senior Kennedy Jones. And we're tied here in Columbia.
Yeah, that one had to feel really good for Kennedy. Gets a fastball, crushed. Knew it right away, and it cleared the trees out in left center. Just went to the left of that tallest one. Haven't seen many wall scrapers here today, Dave. They're all some long home runs.
Woida goes the other way. This is headed towards the corner. It's off the wall. And it's past Harris. Woida stops at second with a double. The bats are alive here in the bottom of the fourth for the Gamecocks. Last night, Grayson, just one extra base hit. They had double-digit hits, but it was all singles. And Coach Maneri talked about it in the postgame. He said, yeah, you are what you are. We don't have an enormous amount of power in our lineup. Don't lose a ton of baseballs in batting practice. But you're seeing some power in this one. Scobie home run, the Jones home run, that double off the wall from Woida.
Without a doubt.
Not singles today.
No, they're getting some extra bases, getting some guys in scoring position and leaving the ballpark. Now, normally in this situation, I'd say just take your ground ball a second, but with these conditions, I mean, I'm just trying to touch the ball in the air to the left side of the field, and it's going to go.
2-0 the count on Talmadge. LeCroy flat to center field his first time up.
Go to 5.
3-0. Popped up. Mudler,
That's going to be an
wind,
impossible play.
creating havoc with that pop-up. No chance for Mudler.
Yeah, that catcher pop-up's already an extremely difficult play with this wind. It's pretty tough to make a SEC catcher look like that. That just shows you how strong it is.
So extra life for Talmadge LeCroy. 3-1 the count. It's ball 4. 12th walk of the season for LeCroy. Continues to get on base at a high clip. Still nobody out here in the 4th. Solo shot from Jones, a double from Woida, a walk for LeCroy. First and second.
What you doing right here, Dave? The way he's been swinging the bat.
He handles the bat so well. I'm talking about Jordan Carrion, but he's been such a hot hitter.
Looks like this is just going to be a discussion. They don't have anybody loose out there. Going to buy some time to get somebody loose up. Looks like it's number 23, Cade Crossland.
Johnson having a chat with Witherspoon.
Probably a little pitching discussion as well as defensive strategy. Good bunt situation. They want to figure out what bunt defense they're going to be in right here. In case South Carolina does employ that.
And 3 straight base runners. Do you give up the out?
Hitting so contagious. They've been swinging it well each of these last 2 innings. Carrion's been swinging the bat well. I think it's probably a coin flip right now, I'd say, what they decide to go with.
Carrion singled his first time up. He tripled in last night's game. Looks like he'll swing away, takes a ball. It's 2 for 4 in the midweek win against Georgia State. 5 for 11 last weekend in the series against Morehead State. Two and 0. Pitches for Witherspoon. There's a strike.
You're fine with that take if you're Jordan Carrion. 2-0 count. You're looking for something middle in that you can drive. That was painted down and away. You're still in a plus count here.
Woida leads off second. LeCroy leads off first. The runners go. Carrion fouls it back. He's always been a guy who hits in the mid to upper 200s. 244 as a freshman at Florida, but then 280 and 265 in his 2 seasons at Florida State. I think 344 right now for South Carolina. Witherspoon gets a big strikeout.
Yeah, that is a big strikeout. First and second, nobody out with a hot hitter at the plate. He's able to get the fastball by Carrion right there.
Five strikeouts for Witherspoon. 3 of those were in the first. Here's Kazmar. Kazmar reached on a fielder's choice in the third and scored a run. Drove in 2 in last night's game. RBI opportunity here. First and second, one down. Yeah! 0-2. .46 runs batted in as a freshman for Ohio State, 36 last season. Led the Buckeyes in runs batted in as a freshman. Drives that out to center field. Walk is there, and he retires Kazmar. 2 down.
That was a good swing right there from Henry Kazmar. Barreled that ball up just right at the center fielder, Jason Walk.
Leave it up to Nathan Hall. Hall's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. Up and in. Transfer from Clemson. And 20 starts, 2 seasons there, 51 games, combined 240, sitting .423 for the Gamecocks. 2-0. The count on Nathan Hall.
Come on, baby.
It's a 4-pitch walk. And once again, the bases are loaded for South Carolina.
Pitches this inning for Witherspoon, 34. See if they stick with him or make a change. Don't see any movement. Looks like they're going to stick with him.
Tossed 88 last week against Sam Houston. That's ball 1 to Dalton Mayshore. Mayshore's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third. Scores. Here comes LeCroy. Dalton Mayshore drives in 2. And gives the Gamecocks the lead here in the 4th.
That's really what this Gamecock offense has been needing, a big 2-out hit with bases loaded. Mayshore rewards his coach, getting him back in the lineup in the 2-hole. Massive 2-out RBI single for Mayshore.
Not done yet. Here's Ethan Petrie. High fly ball. Foul territory, and it's out of play.
absolutely sitting on that right there. He got it, just missed it.
Petrie's 1 for 2, struck out in the first, an RBI single in the third. Three already in this half inning for South Carolina. Witherspoon really laboring here at the bottom of the fourth. Did well to lay off of that.
He did. I think that shows you he's kind of sitting on it. Saw the spin right out of the hand. He was ready to attack, but good job holding up right there.
Count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Good speed on the bases for South Carolina. Nathan Hall's at second. Dalton Mayshore's at first. Petrie gets a piece. As a freshman, 21 as a sophomore. He's got 5 already this season. Wind howling out to left. That's line foul.
If I'm Witherspoon, I'm not throwing that pitch again. You can tell by his swings and his takes that he's ready for that breaking ball. Might try and climb the ladder again on Petrie.
And he's teeing off on a lot of foul balls.
He's getting away with some too. A couple that are hanging right in the big part of the plate.
8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Witherspoon's up to 70 now. Fouls back 98.
Pretty incredible. He's, as you said, he's laboring this inning, throwing a ton of pitches and still able to reach back and get 98. Shows you how talented and how athletic and has a ton of stamina.
Chop to third. Willis will step on the bag, and that'll do it for the Gamecocks in the fourth. They get 3. It all started with Kennedy Jones. He blasts his 2nd of the season. They added 2 more, and South Carolina leads Oklahoma 5-3. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Sooners, starting with Desan Harris. Harris was 1 for 4 last night, and that one was his first collegiate home run. Boy, was he excited, Grayson.
Yeah, showing a lot of joy rounding the base paths there. Great feeling for him. Opening night in SEC play. Wasn't expecting to get in the lineup here today, and the injury to Gamble gets Harris right back in the lineup first at bat here today.
Gamble was 1 for 2, but he pulled up after rounding second on the bases. Harris tries to lay one down, bunts foul. Seven-game hitting streak for Desan Harris. Average at 409.
Come on, Sonny, come on now.
He's in the hole 0-2.
Go right back to that pitch. Kind of pulled his front shoulder out of that one a little bit. Go strike the ball with it here, 0-2.
Hoping this rolls foul. It does. So a break for South Carolina because Harris was already past first.
Harris has great speed. Hasn't been thrown out on the bases this year in his opportunities.
Limited action last year for Harris as a freshman, just 6 games, was 1 for 5 at the plate. This is his 14th game this season. That one hit, his first collegiate hit, was an RBI single in his first game against Wright State. Goes the other way, good piece of hitting, and Harris is aboard here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, that's just a good adjustment right there by Harris. They've been pulling out a little bit on the breaking ball. McCoy gives him a fastball. He stays closed and shoots it through the left side.
Base runner for Easton Carmichael. Oklahoma's top power threat. That was the first pitch back. Carmichael's 1 for 2. He struck out in the first, singled in the third. The average now at .312, 5 homers and 19 driven in. Led the Sooners in hits last season. In conference play, led the entire Big 12 in hits and runs batted in. Hit .406 in Big 12 play. And was 2 for 5 last night. Already has a hit today, so he's off to a good start in SEC play. SEC, Grayson, better than the Big 12, but a guy like this, his numbers are going to translate.
Yeah, they'll translate. He's a great player. He'll be one of the better players in this league before he goes on to professional baseball. Really enjoyed watching him behind the plate last night. It was very calm, balls in the dirt.
His brother pitched, I mentioned earlier, for Oklahoma. They overlapped for a year, 2023. His brother's final year being Easton's freshman year. They were the first ever brother battery in OU baseball history. 2-2 the count on Carmichael. First check on Harris. Strike 3 gets Carmichael looking. 6 strikeouts for Jake McCoy.
Yeah, dialed up 94, just perfectly spotted down and away. Carmichael knew that one.
So now it's 1-on-1 down for Jackson Willits. Willits is 2 for 2. Singled in the first, hit a 2-run shot in the third. Ten homers last season, a couple of multi-homer games. Goes the other way, foul.
Incredibly impressive at bat last time for Willits. Fouled those 2 balls off his knee or shin. It was a really long at bat time-wise, and then deposits one up well onto the catwalk.
One into the count on Willits. check on the runner. Coach Johnson told me Willits' ability to play the game at a high level is really good. He works extremely hard, leads by example. Played a lot as a freshman, scuffled a bit early in that freshman year. They just kept playing him. He got better and better. Had a great summer in the Cape. And of course, we've already mentioned his dad's the associate head coach, so he's just a really good player. The apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, and as you mentioned, his younger brother, potentially and likely going to be a top 10 or 15 pick in the Major League Draft this year.
This one off the hands, and it's over carry-on. Harris goes first to third. Runners at the corners for the Sooners.
That's 2 balls now. Jackson Willits has gotten tied up on. This one just over the outstretched glove of carry-on in the first inning. Hit that ball that didn't even leave the grass that Petrie laid out for. He's sitting at 3 for 3 with a home run.
Now an RBI opportunity for Sam Christensen, who's 0 for 2. Missing inside. And these important JUCO transfers for Oklahoma. Grounded foul. They've all had a big impact this season. I asked Coach Johnson what he looks for when recruiting the JUCO guys. He says, first thing, Grayson, their attitude. And if they come from a winning program, that's the first thing, because they'll understand how to work, how to win. Then you look at, can they fill a need, right? Do we have a need at first, at outfield, at shortstop, whatever it is, relief pitcher. The baseball isn't really any different from JUCO to D1. What's different is the environment you play in. That's been the biggest difference that I've seen. He said, my son is the head coach at McClellan Junior College. I love JUCO baseball, he said, because you can go out there and practice. You don't have to look over your back. I throw guys on Monday games, project pitchers, and you're going to throw 5 innings and learn how to get 15 outs. I'm not pulling you. So 3 of the guys he did that with went on to pitch in the big leagues. It's something you can't do in D1.
Yeah, I mean, every single player, not only at this level, but at D2, JUCO, everybody can play. It's just about the guys being able to find a way to differentiate themselves mentally, being tough. Every player in both these dugouts, talent-wise, is extremely talented.
And the guys he found go straight from JUCO to having a huge impact in an SEC lineup.
Absolutely. Quick fix nowadays in college sports. You can get the guys you want, plug them in, and get a lot of production.
Here's the 2-2. Christensen gets a piece. McCoy up to 92 pitches. He's past his season high. Runners at the corners, 1 down. It's grounded foul. Despite the troubles in the first inning, they were able to get really 5 innings out of Stone last night, which helped save the bullpen. Trying to get 5 right now from Jake McCoy. The count is run full on Christensen.
Yeah, that was an underrated part of the game last night. I know South Carolina lost, but if Stone's unable to get out of that first inning and you got to use that whole bullpen, still trying to win the next 2 games, that makes it a lot harder. That was kind of an unsung hero aspect last night, Stone being able to settle down.
It's ball 4. He did not go, says Eddie Newsom over at third. So the bases are loaded for the Sooners.
Let's go, KB.
You may see a change here. Righty hitting.
Kyle. Okay,
Well,
come on, Brad.
Coy's going to get him.
Kyle Branch has been on base twice. He walked and scored a run in the second, singled in the third.
Get yours, baby. Come on.
Bases loaded, one down. He goes to right. Mayshore comes in and makes the play. Here's the throw home. It's a sac fly for Kyle Branch.
Branch having a really productive day. Walked in the second, singled in the third.
Let's go, Drew.
Comes up in a bases loaded spot, does his job, and gets the run in.
Come on, Mickey. Come on, Dave. Come on, baby.
So now it's a 5-4 game.
Come on, Drew. Come, Drew. Come on, Mickey.
Runners at the corners, 2 down. Drew Dickerson at the plate.
Go.
Ball 1 to Dickerson. Freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri.
Come on, 2-1. Come on, Drew.
Not a ton of action this season for Dickerson. 5 for 12 at the plate now. He walked in the second. He's robbed of a hit by Nathan Hall in the third.
Come on, baby. Come on, Drew.
Started one game last weekend against Sam Houston, went 2 for 3. Stole a base and scored a run. 2-1 the count on Dickerson. He's had good production and limited opportunities.
Come on, 2-1.
2-run double against Texas Southern on February 25th for his first college hit, and he tripled the next day. "100 pitches for Jake McCoy. 1 strike away from getting through 5. Willits leads off third. Christensen leads off first. Crowd here at Fountains Park getting behind Jake McCoy. Once again, the 2-2. Count is full.
Nice job right there from Talmadge. The ball skipped well in front of the plate. It's easy to kind of come up on that thing, and it's going to bounce higher, and it stayed low, and he kept his glove down to stop it.
Chopped to short. Kazmar charges, fires, and throws out Dickerson, and that'll do it for the Sooners in the top of the 5th. We're halfway through. Gamecocks lead 5-4. The freshman KJ Scobie homered in the second. It was the 3rd of the season. He's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th for South Carolina. Coach Maneri, Grayson, in the postgame talked about Scobie in the game he had last night, and we talked about it a little bit after the game, that green light on the 3-0 pitch. And Coach Maneri said, I'm sure a lot of people thought, hey, what are we doing here? He said, I just thought we needed to spark the team somehow rather than a walk. Just needed someone to square one up. And then on the 3-1 pitch, he smoked a line drive and gave the team some life, loosened them up a bit, just to say, hey, this guy's hittable. And Scobie said in the postgame, he's just feeling more comfortable every day, and he certainly looks it up there.
To your point, Dave, look at the start of this game. Witherspoon struck out the top 3 hitters on the team in the first. He comes out and hits a ball about 450 feet. Inspired confidence in this offense, got the bats going. Just like he said, proved, hey, we can hit this guy. He's playing with immense confidence right now.
And they've put up runs every inning since. He was responsible for the run in the second. They have 1 in the third and 3 in the fourth against Malachi Witherspoon. His next pitch will be his 75th.
Well over half of those pitches in the last inning.
The Gamecocks brought 8 to the plate in the bottom of the fourth.
Let's go, Max. Come back, KJ.
Inside. 3-1 the count on Scobie. Lead-off walk. So a base runner for Kennedy Jones. Third walk issued by Witherspoon.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it for Witherspoon.
Coach Johnson's going to make a move here. They'll take out Witherspoon. We'll take a break. The Gamecocks lead 5-4. Malachi Witherspoon will exit. Nobody out here in the fifth, Grayson.
Yeah, we saw Witherspoon in the bottom of the first, and we were like, oh my God, he was sitting 98, struck outside. Like we mentioned, Scobie got the leadoff home run in the second, kind of opened things up for this South Carolina offense, but he battled out there. Very talented guy, and Oklahoma's got to feel good about having the Witherspoon wins Friday and Saturday.
A couple of guys who should get drafted. Of course, Kyson's the one with the first round grade. Impressed by both of them, and now it's the freshman, Michael Catalano.
Yeah, Catalano's a freshman. He's pitching some big innings for this Sooners team. This will be his 7th appearance. 6 2/3, 3 hits, only 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts to 1 walk.
Opponents hitting just 136 this season against Catalano. He inherits a runner at first and nobody out. Kennedy Jones at the plate. Jones is 1 for 2, the hit. Solo homer in the fourth, his second of the year. First home run of the season was at Winthrop in early midweek. Hit 9 for the Gamecocks last season, his first season here in Columbia. Goes to right. Christensen has to come in, unable to make the play. Scobie rounds second, he's headed for third. And it's second and third, and nobody out for South Carolina.
Kenny takes his fastball away. The wind is having just a massive impact on this game. Right fielder Christensen thought that was going to be an easy play, and the wind just killed it. Drops in front of him and gets by him, and South Carolina's got another inning cooking here in the fifth. Think about some of these wind plays, the pop up to the catcher. Wood is going to try and take advantage of it here.
Wood went the other way for a double his last time up. Mugler can't find it. Runners stay put.
Why are you scared to throw the heater? Throw the heater. Come on.
They give Jones a single, say he advanced to second on a fielding error by Christensen. 3 home runs this season for Woida. The grand slam against Milwaukee. Hit 2 in the same game against Gardner-Webb. Has power to all fields. He's shown that this season.
Yeah, he tried to show it right there. That was a big swing. Got a 2-0 breaking ball. You're okay with that swing, 2-0, trying to really do some damage, still in a plus count.
Missing inside, 3-1. Good hitters count for Woida. Scobie leads off third, Jones off second. Fly ball left field. Harris is back. He'll make the play. Scobie tags, and he'll score. Sac fly for Jace Woida. Tack on another run for South Carolina. They lead 6-4.
Nice job right there by Woida, making sure he gets the job done. Just want to keep tacking on runs for the Gamecocks.
It would be a 1-out RBI opportunity for Talmadge LeCroy with Jones still at second. Driven in 6 on the season so far. Had an RBI in last night's game.
Go, baby, okay. Hey, give it to here, please. Over to the short. Hey, right here. Hey, be ready for it. 5. Oh, no, take it.
LeCroy flew out to center field in the second. Walker scored a run in the 4th. He's ahead in the count, 2-0.
Come on, Cat.
3-0. That's popped up. Drifting foul. And it reaches the first or second row there.
Yeah, you can see a bit of an identity with this team. Coach Maneri likes these guys swinging 3-0. He talked about it early in our preseason talk. He doesn't like trying to get up there and walk. He likes guys to swing, be aggressive, get that, contagious hitting going.
He says sometimes when you walk a lot, it zaps the aggressiveness out of your team. He always worries about that when the other team is walking his batters. But if it's not a hittable pitch,
Don't get me wrong, he'll take walks. It's when you're not up there staying aggressive, ready to hit a good pitch to hit.
he said there's a difference between looking for walks and earning.
Right.
And he said, I love earning walks. I don't like going up there and looking for them and not being aggressive at the plate. But if they're not hittable pitches,
Take them.
you take them. If they are, you'd rather see the guys swing the bat and run the bases and get the crowd into the game.
You're never going to get a better pitch to hit than 3-0.
Another pitching change upcoming for Oklahoma. We'll take the break. Tell you about the new Sooners pitcher when we come back. SEC opening weekend is a brand new SEC opponent, Oklahoma. Oklahoma won last night. South Carolina trying to even up the series today. So far, they lead 6-4, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Sooners. It's a two-way player, Grayson.
Yeah, two-way player Gavin Jones is a sophomore from White Oak, Texas. This will be his 7th appearance. He's got 8 innings pitched, 8 hits allowed, 4 earned runs, 7 strikeouts to 1 walk. And he gets Jordan Carry-On with first and second, 1 out. Jones
has primarily been pitching. He's 3 for 3 at the plate.
Pretty good.
3 driven in. Carry on, lifts that to left. Jones rounds third, he'll head home. An RBI single for Jordan Carrion. The Gamecocks lead 7-4.
This kid loves hitting with runners out there on the bases, ready for the first pitch fastball from Jones. That's what you call being ready to hit. Laces it over the third baseman.
Multi-hit game for Carrion, just continues to come through. You love the energy he brings as well.
Loves it. Fought for this position, and he's making sure he keeps it.
Henry Kazmar at the plate. Scored a run in the third, reached on the fielder's choice, flew out to center field in the fourth. First and second, one down, 2 already in for South Carolina here in the bottom of the 5th. The count on Kazmar. Takes strike 93 from Jones. Gavin Jones, a JUCO transfer from McClellan, Community College. He was an all-state pitcher and outfielder at White Oak High School in Texas. Good athlete, also played football. Chop foul.
South Carolina continues to put together competitive bats, fouling off pitches. Got to be encouraged from last night to today as well.
Called strike 3. Jones gets Kazmar looking.
Good job by Jones coming back from a 3-0 count. Dots his fastball in that bottom corner of the zone right there to Kazmar.
Now left to deal with the right-handed hitting Nathan Hall. Hall's been on base twice. Doubled in the third, walked in the fourth. Takes a strike. One the count on Hall. Coach Maneri said he's one of the joys of coaching for Coach Maneri, because just seeing a young guy who has athleticism and talent, was raw. He loved to work with kids who have that talent, are coachable, accept the things you're trying to help them with, and just keeps getting better and better. He said, I think we're looking at a future MLB ball player. He's got what they look like. He's a great kid. He works as hard as anybody. Just needed somebody to really believe in him. And he said, I believe in him. He's done nothing to disappoint.
Yeah, that's always one of the best feelings, when you see all the hard work pay off and you get results, and getting his opportunity to lead off and play every day for an SEC team and making the absolute most of it.
Fouls that back. He didn't get that opportunity last season at Clemson. He's got all the tools. 1-2 the count on Hall. Lines that up the middle. It's a base hit. Lucroy's heading home. Here comes Carrion. Nathan Hall drives in two. South Carolina leads 9-4.
Nathan Hall just keeps going. Smokes it. Right when that ball was hit, my eyes went to Jordan Carrion, and he is motoring around the bases. Coach Monty Lee, his eyes are on the outfielder. Right when he saw that bobble, he just kept waving the arm. Easy send for Jordan Carrion. I just love the way that kid plays the game. Nathan Hall with another big hit.
His second double of the day. This one a 2-run double. It's a 4-run half inning for the Gamecocks. And a 2-out RBI opportunity for Dalton Mayshore.
You got to keep your foot on the gas pedal with this wind and this offense. Put up as many runs as you can.
He picked up a couple of runs batted in his last at-bat. 2-run single in the fourth. He's been on base twice. He was hit by a pitch in the third.
Come on, guys.
Mayshore was a second-team All-West Coast Conference selection last season. A breakout year when he hit .338. A 3-year starter at St. Mary's after one season at JUCO level, but his hitting numbers really climbed last season. 1-2 the count on Mayshore. Hall leads off second. Mayshore has battled back. The count is full. Jones strikes out Mayshore. That'll do it for the Gamecocks in the fifth. But they pick up 4 runs. No surprise. Jordan Carrion played a big part, Grayson.
Absolutely. Like I said, love watching this kid play. He's been at the center of all of it. 9-4 as we head to the top of the sixth.
Jake McCoy gave the Gamecocks 5 innings, Grayson. He struck out 6.
Yeah, he battled. Stuff looked really good early. Gave up 9 hits, but was able to limit the damage against a really good Oklahoma offense. In line for the win here today, and see those 6 strikeouts, 5 of them via the swing, and then the last one looking right there.
Tossed 104 pitches. Now he'll give way to Tyler Pitzer. He'll go to work in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, Pitzer had a long time to warm up. That was a long bottom of the 5th. He's going to be 90-93 with the fastball. Best pitch is his big sweeping breaking ball. He's added a cutter this year, but he's been the Swiss Army knife out of this bullpen. He can go short, he can go long. Looking for a big shutdown inning right here.
Leads the team in appearances. Pitched on Friday and Sunday last weekend against Morehead State. He was a combined 4 2/3 scoreless. A couple of hits, 6 strikeouts. He earned the win last Friday. Other wins this season in relief against Davidson and Milwaukee. Scott Mudler is 1 for 2, an RBI single in the second. He flew out to left field in the fourth. He caught in the midweek win against Louisiana Tech. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Picked up an RBI and a bases loaded walk. Got one start last weekend against Sam Houston. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Drives that out to center. Hall's there. 1 down. Here's the number 9 hitter, Dawson Willis. He's 0 for 2.
That's his pitch right there. That big breaking ball. See Willis's reaction to it.
It's a pulled foul.
I go right back to that breaking ball. After that swing.
Strike 3.
Yeah, you could tell after that first one, Willis didn't see the spin on that first one too well. Was ready for the fastball. That was kind of froze him up right there. Good pitch by Pitzer.
Quick 2 outs here in the 6th. Jason Walk takes ball 1. On the count on Walk. Coach Johnson said Walk reminds him of a kid he coached 1998 at Navarro Junior College named Brian Cole. Cole passed away in a car wreck in 2001. Sports Illustrated wrote an article about him called The Best Player You Never Saw. It's an incredible story. If you get a chance to read it, put up monster numbers in the minors, 98 to 2000. He reminds him of Cole, maybe not the same power that Cole had, but could fly the same way that Brian Cole could.
Yeah, Walk's a great athlete in the leadoff spot, switch hitter, gets on base. Kind of everything you're looking for from a leadoff hitter. Really coming into his own as a sophomore, had a good freshman year.
Coach Johnson said he just plays with a different charisma than everyone else. It's fun, it's infectious. Knows the strike zone really well. Shows it there. The 2-out walk. He's on base for the 2nd time today. Always a threat to go, but Sooners trail by 5.
You wouldn't think so, but this team likes to run. See what the mindset is here.
Desan Harris, who did not start this game, steps in. He singled in the 5th, scored a run. Attacks the first pitch, skies it to left center. Hall ranges over and takes care of Harris, and that'll do it for Oklahoma in the top of the 6th. 3, 4, and 5 due up in the bottom of the 6th for South Carolina. That means the All-American Ethan Petrie, his 49 career homers, will go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-4 Gamecocks. That tub of popcorn is almost as big as he is. It's great. South Carolina leads 9-4 as we get ready for the bottom of the 6th. Come back in this one. They trailed 3-1. Came back last night as well. Coach Maneri said, we got in a hole right out of the gate. They're facing one of the top pitchers in the country. For sure, first-round pick. Dominated the whole season. They fell in that 7-1 hole, but they never gave up. They got some clutch hits, got within really one swing of tying the game, just couldn't completely hold off Oklahoma, but they battled to the end. They were down early in this one. They've certainly battled back. Now lead 9-4, Grayson.
Yeah, I think that's carried over here today for this offense to show the ability to do what they did against one of the elite pitchers. You come in today feeling pretty dang good, and it is absolutely carried over. You know, a confident hitter is a dangerous hitter. Once these guys feel really confident at the plate, they all have the talent. He's had a couple of big hits with runners in scoring position, and that really jolts any offense.
0-2 the count on Ethan Petrie. It was 1 for 3. An RBI single in the third. Team leading 21st run batted in. Grounded to short. Willits, off-balance throw, gets Petrie.
That's what you have to love today is they've actually done a pretty good job on Ethan Petrie. He's got an RBI single to right, but outside of that, it's been the other guys that have picked him up. You can't rely on him to. He's going to get his. Don't get me wrong, but you can't rely on him to carry you every night. Love to see all these other guys having really big days and putting up nine runs through 5 1/3.
It's been another big day for KJ Scobie. He's been on base twice. He homered in the second. After a 3-hit game last night, he's having a terrific series so far. A little bit of a tough strike there. 0-2 the count. Willits charges. Takes care of Scobie. 2 down.
Gavin Jones doing a really good job getting that fastball 92, 93 in on these right-handed hitters' hands on both Petrie and Scobie. A couple of weak groundouts to shortstop.
See if he can do the same to Kennedy Jones. Multi-hit game for Jones. Popped up in the second, but then homered in the fourth and singled in the fifth. It's good to see Jones rebound today after a tough night last night.
Yeah, he came back from injury and was red hot and then kind of went on a little mini slump there. Good to see him have a really good and impactful day at the plate here today on Saturday.
That's baseball, right, Grayson? Jones, I mean, he's a good hitter. He had a tough game. It's going to happen to everyone.
Yeah, nobody doesn't go in a slump. If you didn't, you'd hit 450. I mean, it happens to everybody. It's just trying not to ride that wave too high, too low. Come to the park every day and do your job.
There's a guy who certainly does that. 2-1 the count on Jones. Grounded foul.
Another good job right there by the Jones of Oklahoma, getting in on the Jones of South Carolina, getting that 94-mile-per-hour fastball in off the plate. It's really all you can do to get the barrel to it is foul it off.
And skips in, so the count is full. Gavin Jones versus Kennedy Jones. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him. Gavin Jones strikes out Kennedy Jones. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the 7th. The Gamecocks lead 9-4. There are Currently 12 SEC teams in the top 25 of the D1 baseball poll. 14 teams in all the polls combined.
Which one would you say is deeper, Dave? SEC baseball this year or SEC basketball?
It's tough.
I think we might see 14 teams get into the SEC or into the NCAA tournament, which is crazy.
Love to see 14 make regionals this season in
Wouldn't
baseball.
be out of the realm of possibilities.
Just dominating. You compare them to other conferences. ACC has 6, 3 for the Sun Belt. And then 1 apiece, Big Ten, Big West, Conference USA, and Independence. And you play weekend after weekend in the SEC. Every weekend it's going to be against a ranked opponent, Grayson. You have the opportunity for big wins and wins that can help your RPI, and even losses to these top teams, they're not going to hurt your RPI.
No, and it's so much fun playing this league. You got 30 games, 5 series at home, 5 on the road. You get to play in some incredible environments. Get kind of an awkward swing there from Carmichael. And as you said, a chance to really boost your resume and take down some big programs.
Strikes out Carmichael. 1 down in the 7th.
Good job not overthinking that one. Got the awkward swing on the 0-1 pitch. Goes right back to it right there. Gets Carmichael to lead off the 7th. Sometimes you can overthink things as a pitcher. If you see a ugly swing, go right back to it. Don't try to make it any nastier.
McCoy had 6 Ks for the Gamecocks. Pitcher's got 2 already. He looks nasty.
He does. He looks good. He's such a weapon out of this bullpen. Got some starts as a freshman last year. Looked really good.
Willis is 3 for 3. Singled in the first, 2-run shot in the third, and singled again in the 5th.
This will be our first time seeing him from the left side here today. First 3 at-bats all against Jake McCoy.
Sophomore from Oklahoma. He's the #1 shortstop in the state by perfect game for the class of 2023. State Player of the Year. It's .620 in his senior season. Talk about a scholar athlete, was also the valedictorian of his graduating class. So no surprise, a Big 12 academic all-rookie last year.
Yeah, not one bit.
Looking to get on for the 4th time today. 3-2 the count on Willits. It's ball 4. So he'll do just that. He'll reach for the 4th time. Second walk issued by Pitzer brings up Sam Christensen. Christensen is 0 for 2 with a walk. Grounded out in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. JUCO transfer had a great debut for Oklahoma. It was against Lehigh, went 3 for 3 with a walk, doubled, tripled, drove in a run. He's been a mainstay in the starting lineup. Pulls that one just foul. Christensen played 57 games at the JUCO level. 2023, hit .307, 4 homers, 35 runs batted in. Also stole 32 bases. Redshirted last year. Richard, sophomore out of Mountain View High School. 1-2 the count on Christensen. Willits leads off first. Strike 3. Pitzer gets Christensen looking.
Yeah, when Pitzer gets that breaking ball going, he can rack up strikeouts. Goes with the back door and right there. Good job by Lee Croy getting the thumb outside that ball and subtly bringing it back.
Third strikeout for Pitzer. Here's Branch. Good game for Branch. Walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the second. Singled in the third. A sac fly in the fifth. Doing a little of everything at the plate today. Four-pitch walk.
Go talk to him right here. Settle him down. And a quick breather.
He called to Grayson. Here comes Coach Rooney. A guy they're really counting on this season. Some of the best stuff on the staff. Maneri mentioned that he's someone that when he gets into a groove, Grayson is really tough. Just an extremely valuable guy. And he has some versatility. You talked about the starts last season. His first college start was against Vanderbilt. He was brilliant. 6 1/3. 2 runs, but they weren't earned. 3 hits. 9 strikeouts. He retired 10 in order, 4 1-2-3 innings, and earned SEC Freshman of the Week.
Yeah, he's going to kind of fill in maybe that Brandon Stone type role, give you some length out of the bullpen now that Stone's in the starting lineup, or the starting rotation. Gives you the ability to get multiple innings out of the bullpen.
Gets ahead of Dickerson. 0-2. Try to expand 1-2 the count. And the designated hitter, Drew Dickerson. And he's 0 for 2 with a walk so far today. Willits leads off second, Branch off first. Popped up. Scobie goes a long way and retires Dickerson, and Oklahoma will leave 2. Time to stretch from Founders Park. Gamecocks lead 9-4. It looks like Bo Hollins is getting ready to pinch hit for Jace Reuter. legacy player here at South Carolina. His father is Dave Hollins. His uncle is Paul. Played at South Carolina from 1978 to 81. Dave played from 85 to 87, and then in the majors for 12 seasons. From 1990 to 2002, was an all-star with the Phillies in 1993. Played on several teams. In 1996, he was traded from the Twins to the Mariners for a player to be named later, Grayson. That was David Ortiz.
The more you know. But yeah, Bo comes from great bloodlines. Got to play golf with Dave, his dad, one time, and he is an absolute trip. Great guy, one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Bo's the exact same way.
And his brother Bubba played in the Marlins organization for 5 seasons. They're from Buffalo. That's where Bo was raised before he moved down to South Carolina ahead of his freshman year of high school at River Bluff. Grew up in Buffalo, a South Carolina fan, and pushed to move down here to focus on baseball year-round. He wants to carry on that legacy of his father and uncle who played at South Carolina. Being a Gamecocks fan for a long time, watching football, basketball, and baseball. Strikes out here. One down in the bottom of the 7th. Detroit chops to third. It's off the glove of Willis. Ricochets to Willits, but no play. Talmadge LeCroy is aboard with 1 down. Let's take another look.
Yeah, you could tell that was going to be a tough play. I don't envy anybody that's got to play third base, but that ball has a ton of top spin on it. It can eat you up in a hurry. So we're going to see a pitch and change here from Coach Johnson.
We saw another play last night where it went from Willis to Willits.
Yeah, we did, and that one resulted in the out, and it was a big out.
Coach Johnson will take the ball from Jones. South Carolina leads Oklahoma 9-4. The new pitcher for Oklahoma is Reed Hensley.
Yeah, Hensley's a senior from Lufkin, Texas. This will be his 6th appearance on the year. He's got an even 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Good numbers for the senior for Oklahoma.
Opponent's not even hitting 100. 0.95 against Hensley. 4th pitcher used for Oklahoma. 1 on, 1 down. Jordan Carrion at the plate. Another excellent game for Carrion. He's 2 for 3. Willis charges and throws out Carrion. The sacrifice is successful. LeCroy advances to second. Runner in scoring position for Henry Kasmar. Strike 1. Kasmar's 0 for 3. Did reach on a fielder's choice and scored a run in the 3rd. Since then, he's flown out to center field and struck out. Two-out RBI opportunity for Kasmar. He's driven in 10 so far this season. That was close. Willis had to snatch that from midair.
Yeah, he saved an error for his pitcher. A little bit of a high throw from Hensley right there.
Toom won the count on Kazmar. They are shifting for Kazmar. 3 Sooners on the right side of the infield. Grounds to first. That's a foul ball. Kazmar, an award winner in the Big Ten each of his seasons. Big Ten All-Freshman team member in 2023, second team All-Big Ten last season.
Right off the big toe. Kazmar, one of the rare guys you don't see with a leg guard or elbow guard or anything. Kind of old school.
LeCroy leads off second. 2-2 the count on Henry Kazmar.
Again, South Carolina doing a much better job. Both these teams battling these 2-strike pitches, driving pitch counts up, and having quality at bats.
7th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Kazmar coming over from Ohio State. Of course, Lee Ellis made his way to Ohio State. It was almost a trade of middle infielders between South Carolina and Ohio State. Transfer portal trade.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Hensley making some tough pitches. Kazmar getting just enough. Fun to see who wins this battle right here.
Kazmar wins the battle. He drives in LeCroy. Gamecocks lead 10-4.
Just a great at bat. Got to the 10th pitch. Fought off some tough ones and gets that one a little bit more up in the zone. Stays through it and drives it into right field.
Heck of an at bat for Henry Kazmar.
Teammates appreciate that one. Anytime you win a long at bat like that.
11th RBI of the season. Takes off right away. Pitch is fouled back. Kazmar's 3 for 3 this season in stolen bases. Another multi-hit game for Nathan Hall.
About as complete of a stat line as you'll see. 18 RBIs, 18 runs, more walks and strikeouts, over an 1100 OPS. He's hitting with power, 7 doubles, 2 home runs, all out of the leadoff spot and playing really good defense in center field.
The average over 400, the on-base percentage over 500.
Normally a good slash line is that what you're looking for is 300, 400, 500. He's going 400, 500, 600 here early in the season.
Playing outstanding defense as well. Rob Dickerson of a hit in the 3rd. High pop-up, foul territory. And it's dropped by Carmichael. A new life for Hall.
Yeah, Carmichael playing a position he doesn't play a ton. Got a different shape mid-on over there than he's used to. Kind of leans back at the last second and gets it off the palm. That one wasn't quite as wind affected as the one behind the plate for Mudler, but still an error by the first baseman.
Runner goes, grounded to short. Willits gets Hall, and that'll do it for the Gamecocks in the 7th. They get another run on the RBI single from Kazmar. We'll go to the 8th in a 10-4 game. Grayson, were you ever that small?
I think so. I don't remember it, but I'm sure I was at one point.
I only know you as a 6'6" catcher. Getting ready for the top of the 8th. Gamecocks lead 10-4. Roster breakdown for the Sooners. It's a young team. Not a lot of seniors. The only one in the lineup is going to lead things off here in the top of the 8th, Scott Mudler. A lot of newcomers too, Grayson.
Yeah, they're set up for future success as well as present. Already a couple top 10 wins early in the season, and a lot of guys that'll be back in this uniform next year.
There's 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 2nd. Go out to left field in the 4th and a center field in the 6th. Played in 47 games last season. The 279. 4 homers, 31 driven in. He's a good catcher too, Grace. He threw out 32% of base stealers last year on the same team as Carmichael. Heck of a combo.
Yeah, no doubt. Having 2 good catchers back there, a guy that can spell Carmichael from time to time. Always a nice luxury to have.
Played his first 2 seasons at JUCO level, Northwest Florida State College. Pops it up in foul territory. Out of play. Count is run full on Mudler. Ball 4.
Pitzer hadn't given up any damage or any runs, but I know his coaches and Coach Rooney are not happy with the 4 free passes. You could see in the mound visit last inning, Coach Rooney kind of getting on him, challenging him a little bit, makes say, hey, let's get back in the zone here, make them earn it, getting on the bases.
Pitching with a 6-run lead. Has Willis in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, you got Willis with the big breaking ball on an 0-2 pitch last time. I'd be shocked if he didn't go back to it right here. He looks all over the fastball.
Willis's brother, CJ, spent a year in the SEC and LSU before transferring to Louisiana. He's actually drafted out of high school by the Rays in 2018. Both their parents, college athletes. Father played football. Mother ran track at Louisiana Tech. He's battling against Pitzer.
Pitzer's left a couple of breaking balls, middle to middle in. Willis doing a good job making the adjustment after his first time seeing Tyler Pitzer.
Count evens at 2-2. Butler leads off first. He strikes out Willis. One down here in the 8th.
Willis late on this fastball, might have been guessing another breaking ball there. Pitzer able to get it by him. Good execution right at the knees on the 6'4" Dawson Willis.
4 strikeouts now for Pitzer, 10 combined. He and McCoy.
Been a lot of double-digit strikeout games for the South Carolina pitching staff.
They had 10 against Georgia State on Wednesday. Pitzer off the mound, comes up with it, and retires walk. He struck out 10 Sooners last night as well.
Show you the type of athlete Pitzer is. Quickly pounces, just calmly bare hands it, and an easy flip to Ethan Petrie. Puts himself into a good fielding position.
This is the 20th game of the season. South Carolina pitching has now struck out double-digit batters in 15 of 20 games. And 3 of those that were missed were 9 Ks. Ball gets away. That allows Butler to advance to 3rd.
So that's 18 out of 20.
9 or more.
A third of your outs are, or at least a third of your outs are via the strikeout.
Which is what we were told might not be the case this season.
Yeah, certainly I don't think what we were expecting. We were expecting a really good pitching staff, but not quite these high strikeout numbers, and it's definitely a great surprise to see.
Son Harris. 1 for 2. Singled and scored a run in the 5th. That'll get past catcher LeCroy, and Butler will score. So it's a 10-5 game. And scored a wild pitch.
Come on, man, you there, time. Go ahead. 1, 2 more now. There you go. Good pitch. Got it, son.
3-1 the count on Harris.
Come on, Nick. 2 more, baby. 2 more. Right here. Come on, Nick. Come on, hit.
Now it's full. Harris, a sophomore from Plano, Texas, entered this game as a pinch runner in the third. Trying to reach with 2 down. It's a 2-out walk. So 5 walks now for Pitzer to go along with 4 strikeouts.
No hits. It's just those free passes. A couple of wild pitches in there as well. Allowed a run to score this inning.
Carmichael's 1 for 4. He singled in the third. Other than that, all strikeouts. Talked about his family earlier. His dad and his brother both playing for Oklahoma. And they both experienced Omaha. His dad in 1992 and his brother in 2022. The count on Carmichael. Now the count is run full. Son Harris will be on the move from first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 8th. And he strikes out Carmichael. 5th strikeout for Tyler Pitzer. The 11th strikeout for South Carolina pitching, Grayson.
Yeah, 5th strikeout for Pitzer. He's able to get out of it, just giving up 1 run, a couple of walks pitched in there, but got 2 strikeouts as well.
Getting ready for the bottom of the 8th here in Columbia. South Carolina leads Oklahoma 10-5. They'll have 2, 3, and 4 due up. Looking for some insurance here, Grayson.
Absolutely. Get as much as you can. Keep those good vibes rolling offensively. It's had a great day here today. Had a good night last night battling back. You want those positive vibes going into tomorrow. Presumably the rubber match if South Carolina is able to hold on in the top of the 9th.
Dalton Mayshore is 1 for 3. He's been on base twice. Hit by a pitch in the third. Had a 2-run single in the 4th. Missed some time and dealing with a hip injury. It's going to be a tough play for Willis. Nicely done. He gets Mayshore.
I think that's a pretty good sneak peek into why he was the D2 Defensive Player of the Year. Not an easy play, made it look easy. He's had some tough ones over there, too. Has a cannon for an arm.
I don't know if Hensley will get an opportunity to face Petrie. He won't. Oklahoma will make a pitching change. We'll take a break. Gamecocks lead 10-5. The new pitcher for Oklahoma is Jackson Kircher. He's a freshman from Little Rock.
Yeah, Kircher's done well in the opportunity he's gotten. Only 2 appearances on the year. Only giving up 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts in his 2 2/3 for the freshman.
How about entering your first SEC game? Your first batter is Ethan Petrie.
Yeah, he challenged him too, came right at him with a 93-mile-per-hour fastball, and Petrie fouled it off. Did it again.
Petrie 1 for 4. RBI single in the 3rd. It's a multi-hit game for Ethan Petrie. One out single here in the 8th. 9th multi-hit game of the season.
Yeah, that'll be something Kircher can learn from right there. Went at him with 2 fastballs and tried to fool a great hitter like Ethan Petrie with a breaking ball. If you leave it over the fat part of the plate, does such a good job of adjusting.
KJ Scobie is 1 for 3 with a walk. Homered in the 2nd. Charging is Willis. His only play at first. 2 down. Petrie advances scoring position. So he can get that run back from the top of the 8th. If Jones can come through here. He's 2 for 4. Jones homered in the 4th, singled in the 5th. Average sitting at 281. Transferred from UNCG on his 2nd season with South Carolina. That's a fair ball down the 3rd base line. Petrie scores. It's an RBI double for Kennedy Jones. An 11-5 lead for South Carolina.
Like I said, Dave, a confident hitter is a good hitter. Got the big home run early in the game. Got a single that turned into a double the next at bat, and then rips a double right there to drive in Petrie.
The good hitters, Grayson, they can separate their at-bats, they can separate their games. A rough night last night, 3-hit game today, just a triple away from the cycle.
Yeah. Yesterday is yesterday. Today's a new day, and he came out ready to play and really contributed to a good offensive day for South Carolina.
He's lifted for a pinch runner. That's Evan Stone over there at 2nd. He'll stay in to play left. Second at bat of the game for Bo Hollins. The count on the freshman from Lexington. Two-out walk for Hollins. First and second. Talmadge, LeCroy due up. Single and a couple of walks for LeCroy. Batting average now over 200. The on-base percentage is .449. He's thrown out a couple of runners.
Talmadge had a good day. Mudler wears one right there. Had a good night last night too. 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Continues to stay with his plan and hit the ball hard. Good things will tend to happen.
He's doing it with a fracture in that thumb. It's incredibly tough. And he belts that to left. The play is made by Harris. That'll do it for the Gamecocks. In the bottom of the 8th, they get another run on the RBI double from Kennedy Jones. We'll head to the 9th. 11-5, South Carolina. Getting ready for the 9th. Jake McCoy went the first 5 innings for South Carolina, and Tyler Pitzer tried to go to the final 4, Grayson.
Yeah, Pitzer staying out there. Guys throwing a lot of big innings for the South Carolina team. Going to get a chance to shut it down here in the 9th after three innings of 1-run ball so far. That's a crazy stat line right there.
The run came in on a wild pitch. It was in the top of the 8th. Jackson Willits at the plate. He's had a great day.
He has.
Been on base 4 times. Single in the first, 2-run homer in the 3rd, singled again in the 5th, and walked in the 7th.
It's got to be a crazy feeling being an associate head coach at a huge now SEC program, getting to watch your son hit cleanup every day for Coach Willits. And your other son probably going to get drafted pretty high in the draft out of high school.
Well, Reggie, associate head coach, was a 7th-round pick of the Angels in 2003.
Looks like he could still play.
Finished 5th in the Rookie of the Year voting in 2007. Dustin Pedroia won it that season. He went on to join the Yankees organization in 2015, was their first base coach, 2018 to 21. That's a fair ball. Petrie flips to Pitzer. 1 down.
Nice play right there by Petrie. Getting that glove down as it went right over the first base bag and calmly flipping it to his pitcher.
He's looked good in the field this season, Grayson.
He has.
Whether it's first base, right field. Saw him make that throw to the plate against Morehead State. From right.
They get another one.
That one's foul. And that was a huge play in that game. Think back to last weekend. It kept it close. South Carolina ended up winning It was a tremendous throw. Coach Maneri even said, if I put him on the mound, he'd probably throw 93. As good an arm as anybody. Going to the count on Christensen. Christensen is 0 for 3 with a walk. He walked back in the 5th. Here's the 2-2. They'll do it again. Count is run full.
Pitzer tried to go with the cutter right there. Haven't seen it a ton. Just misses around the plate right there with it.
He strikes out Christensen. 6 strikeouts for Tyler Pitzer.
Trying to match a season high in innings. He went 4 innings against Milwaukee. Struck out 8 in that performance.
Yeah, he was great that day. Doing really good most of the season.
That's a nasty pitch. 0-1 the count on Branch. One strike away. Fans on their feet here at Founders Park. Runner to third. Scobie gobbles it up, fires to first, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3 top of the 9th for Tyler Pitzer, and South Carolina defeats Oklahoma 11-5. 11 runs on 14 hits and no errors for the Gamecocks. 5 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for Oklahoma. South Carolina picks up their first win against a ranked opponent this season. Nice bounce-back victory, Grayson.
Great bounce-back victory right there. They played a clean, complimentary game the whole day. Offense did their job with 11 runs, 14 hits. Pitchers struck out double digits again, and the defense played clean.
Well, the series will be on the line tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Join us for that. It'll be right here on SEC Network Plus. Cam Johnson against Dylan Askew. That'll do it for us here at Founders Park. For Grayson Griner and the rest of our crew, I'm Dave Weinstein saying so long from Columbia. South Carolina defeats Oklahoma 11-5.